Hey everyone, Mr. Steve here with Mr. Kevin, and we just want to thank you guys for joining us for our first lesson. As we talked about before, we want to make sure that we do have our parents' permission. We exercise caution. This is very dangerous. We need to make sure that we're in an open space. We are wearing proper attire, preferably your uniform, but if for some reason you don't have your uniform, well-fitting clothes, and like always, we're going to be focusing on safety and building skill. So again, if you need to pause or rewind or to do this training more than once, you're obviously welcome to. And do me a favor, feel free to send us email, any feedback, because we are both very, very new at this, and we wanna be better at it. So with that being said, we had talked about, one of the biggest issues about training at home, besides not having a real partner, is not having mats, and how it takes time to get comfortable, used to practicing falls on a hard floor. So, with that being said, before we start, I want everyone to do me a favor. We're gonna go feet together, standing on our feet, stand straight, and a sign of respect. We will bow. All right, with that being said, so we were talking about break falls. So let's make sure we have room and have everyone have a seat. So we're going to start, go as slow as possible. Right when our arms are going to be in, we're going to fall straight back. Again, use your core to slow your descent. Don't slam to the ground, especially if you don't have a mat or a mattress on the ground or anything that you can use to prevent your fall. So we're just going to do 10 together. Nice and controlled. Arms start in. As we fall back as slow as possible, tucking our chin to our chest. Back up. On, and we're going 2, 3. Keep going, Mr. Kevin. So again, making sure that as we go down, we can slap the ground, but fingers are tight, arms about hip height, tucking our chin to our chest. Our chin should hit our chest when our back hits the ground, not before. And 9, one more, 10, good. Now once you're good, after you've done 10, we're gonna come up on our feet now, and I wanna do 10 from our frog jump position. Again, this helps us work on that drop from being up on our feet to our hips. Again, on a hard floor, you can be extra careful. We're gonna go arms in as I sit back slow and controlled. Chin tucks, and back up. Now we're gonna do 10. 1, 2, go, Mr. Kevin, and 3. Again, it's all about control, making sure that when we fall back, not going too hard, and getting used to the hard surface on the ground. 5 more. I'll do it with you right here. We go in 5. And 4. And 1. Nice. And last but not least, we stop on our feet. Stand all the way up. So again, we're not falling straight back. We're sitting as deep as we need to. And especially if this is new, I want you to sit super deep. So we'll start with arms in. We're going to bend nice and deep down, slow, control. Fall into our butt. Go to your back. Chin to your chest. Hands touch. And we'll repeat. That's 1 and 2. Let's go. Boom. Perfect, Mr. Kevin. And we'll actually work on standing in base. So everyone should already be working on when they stand with proper positioning, keeping one hand up, whether it's on their head, or blocking, keeping their eyes up, shifting the weight between their front leg and back hand. You know what number that is? 8. 9, one more. And 10. All right, now last break falling exercise. Again, this is a little more advanced and we have to be very mindful of what we're falling on, but we can work on single leg break falls. And this is actually really beneficial in working on taking a fall on a hard surface, right? We're obviously not gonna do competitive wrestling on the ground, but we can work takedown drills and with compliant with the takedown and the follow through as long as it's done with control and the person is able to fall. So with the single leg break fall, it's just like the regular break fall, except I'm going to be standing on 1 foot. So I have to learn how to slow my descent while standing on 1 foot. So again, I'll start up, extend one leg out in front, my hips go back as my shoulders go forward. I sit my hips down as low and as slow as possible. When I feel I need to go back, fold my back, roll my back, tuck my chin to my chest, stand and repeat. We're just gonna do 5 each leg for these. Okay, all right, Mr. Kevin? Turn face front. Just one leg out in front, single leg belly falls. Ready? You're gonna do 1. Punch it down. Boom. Back up. We'll do 5 each side. So that's 2. Good. That's fine. And 3. More advanced version. And 4. And 5. More. Good. 2 more. 9. And time. And excellent. So again, if for whatever reason you weren't keeping up with that pace, you can always pause and continue to work those on your own. So we are going to be working takedowns, like I said. For today, we're not, but it's going to be really important that when we work our takedowns with a partner, we're able to take that fall without crashing to the ground. And a lot of that becomes being able to bend on that base leg, right? If Mr. Kevin's up and he gets a single leg on me, right? If we have mats, I can fight to try to get out of this. But when I know I'm on a hard floor, I can't risk, crashing on the ground. So as, he drives with me, I'm gonna bend my knee so I know that the fall is gonna be as short as possible. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna switch gears. We'll start on our feet. And I wanted to work on some fundamental movement, something that we really can't work too much of. And for today, we were going to work from our guard stance. So with our guard stance, remember, we want to work, and again, you pick what side you want to be in front. Generally speaking, we'll work with a left lead. So I'm going to mirror you. I'm going to put my right foot in front. So Mr. Kevin, understand, I know most people here are working with the left lead. Elbows in, hands up relatively high. But remember, there's not just one position for our hands. This is a position we can use anytime someone's in our personal space and they make us feel uncomfortable, so my hands are up, and it shouldn't look aggressive, but it's a position I can use to protect myself. And if I'm gonna protect myself, arguably the most important thing, besides controlling the distance, is being able to move well with balance. So whenever I'm in my guard stance, just like with my grappling stance, I wanna make sure that I'm opening my gait, not crossing my feet. So if I wanna go to the left, I'd move my left foot first, and then my right. If I wanna go to the right, I'll go right foot first, then my left. Forward, front foot, back foot, back foot, front foot. And again, if I'm gonna go left, right, move with me good. Move to right, left, boom. Go forward, front, back, boom, back, front, right? And that's relatively simple. I kind of wanted to work though on at least the slightly more complicated footwork, circling footwork, circling movement. So hopefully we have a pad. Now for this exercise, technically we don't even need a pad for the first part. All you need is something that you can use as a marker that we'll put on the ground. So we're gonna put the marker on the ground and we're gonna face the pad in our guard stance, right? Hands will be up. The whole objective right now will be to simply move by opening our gait, but whichever direction I wanna move, I wanna make sure to pigeon toe my foot in. So if I'll move circling to my left. When I move my left foot, I don't just step my left foot to the outside. I step it out forward and I turn it slightly in. My right foot takes an equal distance step. So that if you measure the distance between my feet after every movement, the distance would be the same. My hands should be up. Really, my eyes should be up. It's natural to look down at the pad so you don't kick it, but you can peripherally see the pad with your hands up. So all we're gonna do right now is we're gonna take our pad, I'm gonna move this pad a little bit from Mr. Kevin, and I'm just gonna have you move facing the pad. Now we're just gonna keep our hands up in the air and we're gonna circle. We're gonna circle just for 1 minute. When I call switch, I want you to switch directions. Nice and simple. Ready, and start. You need to circle, Mr. Kevin. So again, his hands are just gonna be up. Just moving your feet, all right? Excellent job. And switch, other direction. I'm sure all the kids at home are going as slow and as controlled as Mr. Kevin right now, with perfect footwork, feet are opening and closing, not being crazy and moving in a big circle really fast. Switch, other direction. And keeps moving. Switch back. Switch back. Switch back. I didn't say switch back. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Other direction, switch back. Keep moving, keep moving. And time. So now, for this next exercise, you will need a partner. and you need something soft enough for you to strike. So again, we're at the studio, so we are fortunate enough to have focus mitts. If you have anything at home that's like a boxing pad or a focus mitt, that would be great. You could even use a heavy bag that's hanging. But if you don't, a pillow, a cushion. The issue with those is really about how do you hold them, right? Because there's no handles on those things, and you don't want to have someone hold in a way that when you strike, you hurt them or knock them over. The goal with striking is obviously accuracy, good technique, but also we often are focusing on trying to generate power. Well, right now that's going to have to take the back burner to good technique and safety. So with that being said, we're going to work a very, very similar drill. If you have a partner that you're working with, you need one thing to be on the ground to act as a marker. And again, Mr. Kevin's going to face me in a good guard stance, hands are up. This time when I hold, again, if I had a pillow or a cushion is holding to my body, I'm going to attempt to circle to either side. As I move, Mr. Kevin wants to shadow my movement so that he keeps the marker in between us. Whenever I want, I'm going to hold the target out, and I'm just going to hold how I'm sure most people are going to have to hold at home, right, on the sides. And he's going to give me 2 good palms, just palms for right now, and we'll go back to moving. So he's not going to palm until I hold the target out. So passing my body, as I go to circle, he'll go to circle. I'm going to move. I hold the pad out. We'll move. So for this exercise, you need to do this with a partner. So I need you to grab your partner, right? Again, if you need to pause, if they're not in the room, it's fine. Do whatever you have to do. You get your partner, get the pad, and I'm going to give you 60 seconds. We're going to do it for 60 seconds, but I want you to do it with us for 60 seconds, all right? So ready? We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So we're moving. Hold it out. So you're at home with your own partner. Hopefully, now, if you don't have your own partner, you can do the same drill we did before, right? You can circle while on your feet and just do the palms in the air. Boom, boom, whenever you hear Mr. Kevin palming, right? Keep moving and switch directions every time you palm. But hopefully, boom, you have mom or dad or a brother or sister that you're extra nice to, helping you out with this. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. 30 seconds. I know it feels like forever, but it's only 30. Move. Keep moving. Almost there, 10 seconds. Move, move, and time. Very good job. So, excellent work. I know this, isn't a lot of work for people who are used to training, who've been training for a long time, people who are advanced. And we understand that. The truth is, you can always work on fundamentals, and the fundamentals that we're going to work on are going to be the most important. And at the same time, I do, feel your pain. I miss training as much as anyone, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to have Mr. Kevin here with me. Mr. Kevin and I have both 100% isolated ourselves from the world, literally, except from each other. And so I know I'm lucky that I have someone, at least, when most people don't have anyone with experience to work with. But with that being said, I still understand everything being so different. So we're gonna do our best. We're gonna have some fun. This was session 1. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be back with the next video to work a few other techniques, and maybe even play a game. All right, guys.